Hello to my Aquarius. This is a bonus requested video. This is a love video here. I just got finished watching such a funny video on Instagram. I'm trying to kind of hold it in. Okay. Boy, I tell you, some people just wake up and just put the craziest stuff on social media. Like, oh my goodness. All right, y'all. Whew. All right. Alrighty. So I'm going to put some videos up over on Patreon as well, because we have a full moon, a full Beaver moon coming up, and so those videos are going to go up on Patreon. So thank you for joining me here and over there on Patreon. So this is a bonus video. This is a love reading, sort of a love reading, but it's self-love, as requested, right? So a couple of announcements here. Congratulations to the two winners who won the oil, right? Make sure you have your notifications set to all, so that way you don't miss any videos when they first go up, so that if I do any kind of giveaways, then you don't miss them, right? Make sure if if you're new to watching videos, you pull your birth chart. Pull your birth chart, right? Because that's going to be really important. My readings focus on your entire birth chart. Sometimes you'll hear people say sun, moon, rising, Venus, right? Because people want to kind of know about their love life. Venus speaks to Venus is the goddess of love, pleasure, art, music, aesthetics, those kind of things. It's associated with the day of the week, Friday, right? So if you're watching this video on October 31st, which is Friday, it's also associated with the color green, also associated with the metal copper. Venus rules both Taurus and Libra. Just fun facts, but it is associated with the day of the week, Friday. So this could, like I said, love reading, right? Love reading. So we're going to focus on that. And again, this is your eye-opening oil, and I do have love oil in here as well, right? So to open up your eye, third eye. But you can go to Etsy to find out what ingredients are in here, to help you to close out cycles, close out past cycles in love and agape love, and so make yourself ready to receive love. In previous readings, we talked about the number 8, 1 and 7. Your card is the 17th card in tarot. Scorpio rules 8th house. 8th house is the house of intimacy and shared possessions, right? 8th house is where we encounter many of the darker aspects of life. Here we can experience loss and emotional crisis, but also deep transformation. The 8th house covers the intimacies of relationships and the complexities of shared finances, right? So because you know your worth and your value, I see this because of the 10 of Pentacles here, right? A lot of you all were the star of your family, meaning that you could have had, everybody's a star in their family, just so we're crystal clear, meaning that everyone has purpose, right? So this isn't like you were the favorite child. You could have been, who knows? Maybe you were, maybe you weren't. So we're not putting emphasis on that, right? But bottom line is, everyone is a star, meaning that everyone has an 11th house. You just happen to rule 11th house. Your zodiac sign happens to rule 11th house, but it doesn't mean that your zodiac sign is Aquarius in 11th house. So please pull your birth chart. I also do birth chart readings. I do have, I'll tag this mug here in the reading. Let's get into it. So I'll tag that. This is on my Etsy store along with other products that I make. I have some other oils rolling out very soon. But please go and check and see if you are allergic to any of the ingredients. This will help you to open your third eye, your pineal gland, right? To help you to see some things that you did not see before. And you'll see the ingredients in there. You'll see why, right? But these are rosemaries from my plants that I hand make, all of this. And I put a lot of care into making my oils and things. So we're going to get into this. We're going to get into this love and higher frequencies for you. Okay. Your love life is shifting from the ordinary to the energetic, soulful, and destiny aligned, Aquarius, right? This reading activates love through consciousness, freedom, and divine truth, okay? So an affirmation, I'm going to also give you some affirmations for this as well, right? So you're healing from, we're starting with the star card here, right? So there's many stars in the sky. You're going to pull your birth chart because you want to see what sets you apart from every other Aquarius on planet Earth. But you are healing and expanding in love. You're remembering your worth and spiritual glow. An affirmation for you that I created here is I am love embodied, luminous, and free. Okay. Your emotional energy around love would be the Ace of Cups. A fresh emotional chapter begins. New love, renewal, or emotional opening is here for you. An affirmation that I created for you all is my heart receives divine love with openness and trust here. Okay. So this is brand new. Something is brand new, right? Sacral chakra energy is variety. It's the second chakra up from the root. And sacral chakra energy is variety. And the auric layer for that is your emotional body, right? The emotional body resides 2 to 3 inches off the body. It's related to your sacral chakra and all of your emotions, including unprocessed feelings from the past. So this layer shifts as your mood shifts, right? So this is important. This is really, really important, you know, to make sure people are not in this layer. This is an auric layer. This is the emotional body, right? You know how like if you be standing on the train or in the, you know, you're that close to somebody and it's like a Venn diagram, like that layer. Somebody's that close to you, 2 to 3 inches off of your body. Let me see. Let me see. Like those two circles, like coming together like this. I don't know if you ever see my finger, like the two circles coming together like this. This is like if you can imagine there's two circles. This is you and someone standing next to each other, but the layers, and then it's just kind of blending, right? Y'all are standing next to each other, but it's kind of blending. You're picking up on their frequency. But the second chakra, this is feminine energy. It associates with the color orange, right? The meaning is one's own place, right? So this is it's your space. It's your space. It's your space. It's your place. It connects us with the element of water, the sense of taste, the right to feel. So you could feel like someone is like too close to your space, you know, like somebody's violating your space because they're too close, right? But the basic need for sacral chakra is variety, right? So positive qualities of the sacral chakra would be joy, creativity, adaptability, sensuality, fertility, emotional range, sexuality. So you can feel something when people are just like 2 to 3 inches off of your physical body, right? You can also feel something, you can feel something when someone 2 to 3 inches off of your physical body, right? But the malfunction of that when someone is off of your physical body would be, you could feel dehydrated. You could feel fear of intimacy. You could feel rigidity. You could feel hip problems. You could feel bladder issues, like you have to use the bathroom, right? You want to listen to your body. You could feel you can feel like, okay, there's an urgency to get away from somebody or something. You can feel something. That's where your feelings are, right? You have those feelings about something. So you want to start listening to your body as well. If you have a feeling about something, right? This is where, when we talk about water and let's relate it to Venus. The dark side of Venus is it can be chaotic and confusing. um, until you put it into a container. Okay, until you put it into some kind of a container. See how this person has their water in a bowl, right? Until you put it into a container, right? Right. So this is why it's important to protect your energy, protect your water, because some people cannot contain themselves being this close to a star, someone who knows their worth and know their value. You know how, like, when you've seen people go to concerts, they just screaming and hollering and, oh my God, I got a chance to meet so and so. I got that close. I got this close. I could almost reach out and touch them. You know, that kind of energy, right? So you carry a lot of gifts. Whoever you are, you carry both empress and high priestess gifts. This is very, very powerful, whoever you are. And so your energy is very, very attractive. So you got to be real careful now that your energy may want to attract love, right? That is not misunderstood. That is really not misunderstood, whoever you are. Because again, I made mention of this one time before. Your energy, attractive does, like where beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Your energy is magnetic, very magnetic right now. Just because you put that energy out to the universe that you want to attract certain people, places, and things. So you have to be the gatekeeper of all of those things, including doing your own mirror work, okay? Doing your mirror work, right? So your heart's desire is the Lover's card, right? So you desire soul union aligned with truth, harmony, and divine resonance. An affirmation for this that I created for you is I attract sacred union guided by divine love, okay? Sacred, right? Sacred, meaning that there are energies who will hold that sacred, right? People who are not running out here telling everything. Oh my God, guess who I talked to? Guess who I met? Guess who, whoever, right? Like you may have had in the past. Like those type of energies that you had in the past. Guess who I took a picture with? Like a lot of Aquarius may have taken pictures with a lot of people, well-known people, but you would never know that. You would never know that because they don't share. Just like, okay, that's just for your own, unless somebody broke into your computer and found that, oh, they know this person, they met this person, took a picture with this person, took a picture with that person. It's the only way somebody would know if they broke into your computer and found that information out, right? Because again, you shine bright in dark spaces, right? You're not really a real showboat sort of zodiac sign. How you view love is it like this, is the high priestess. You see love as spiritual, intuitive, and soul connected, not surface level. And so an affirmation that I created for you all is I trust my inner knowing to guide my heart. Yeah. So something for you is really, really sacred. And if people have broken that in the past for you, you are really now at this point here of really protecting. Somebody is really, you're the I know sign. You're also the I universalized sign. So you're really, really protective now of that energy, especially if it was broken person. People had a first impression of you. Ace would be like number 1. So Aries rules first house. We're not talking about Aries, right? Just so we're crystal clear. But you're a lot more meticulous. Virgo rules 6th house. We're not talking about a Virgo. 1 and 7 is 8. Scorpio rules 8th house. So something for you could have been, you could have thought something was sacred in the past and it was not, right? So there could be a karmic couple that was so hell-bent on trying to expose something that you felt was sacred that you realize, wow, these people really are trying to destiny swap. Like they really, really are trying to destiny swap with you and someone else. You realize what you thought was sacred really was really not sacred, right? But it's a karmic couple that did something that you realize it wasn't sacred, right? So they're trying to destiny swap between you and possibly an ex or you and an adult child. Like they really want that. It's like two people want a do-over. Like they, like a person looks at your life and they go, this person really, really protects their energy very, very well. We wish we could do this over again. We wish we could copy that same type of protecting of energy, right? Like you've always moved like a star. This is not necessarily whether you're famous or not, but you've always moved like that because your sign rules 11th house, right? So when people want to swap your energy, like, okay, we wish we had just been a little bit more low key. We wish we hadn't been out there as much, hadn't been kind of facing the place everywhere, here, there, everywhere. People are realizing, wow, we wish we had been a little bit more discreet, a little bit more low key. And people are starting to see the value in that, if you all get what I'm saying here. So you have twin flame energy coming in, and it's very valuable. So somebody had a first impression of you based on a karmic couple, and that karmic couple has no more access to you because of them trying to destiny swap with you and someone else. So somebody is starting to realize there's an energy that is very attracted to your energy, that is realizing, and they are soulmate to you. They are realizing how much of a hermit you are. And so somebody is really, really attracted to that energy, whoever you are. Someone's really attracted to the fact that you really are a hermit. You're a very private person. You are a star, but you're a very private person, right? You're a very, very private person. And that makes you very attractive to people, that you're not trying to be kind of sort of out there, face everywhere, trying to be on the scene, trying to be this and that, whoever you are. So this is nice. This is really good for you, whoever you are. Twin flames come along once in a lifetime. You travel many lifetimes to meet that energy. You travel many lifetimes to meet that energy, right? Sometimes you hear people do interviews and they say, gosh, I really wish I could meet my twin flame. Your twin flame will never burn you. They will never burn you. So if something doesn't work out, like that's how you'll know you may not have been with your twin flame in the past, because the person who thought they were your twin flame burned you. When the relationship was over, number 8, you went your way, they went their way, right? Number 8, like I said, intimacy and shared possessions. Just to break that down, 8th house speaks to deep, dark, mysterious. That's death, loss, compromise of power in all dimensions of the 8th house, challenging our sense of personal control. So much of what belongs here is deeply private and arouses primitive and powerful emotions. That's 8th house. Another aspect of 8th house is shared resources. The 8th house describes shared money and assets, making this a potentially deadly battleground if we are not careful. The 8th house is a territory of trust and mistrust, and a house of debt and financial obligation. 8th house also speaks to death and transformation. So crisis of loss followed by regeneration tend to experience here, right? Tend to be experienced here. So often what we encounter in the 8th house are the suppressed emotions of the past, but experiences of disempowerment can become a place of enormous inner strength, right? And also intimate relationships. So after the contractual relationships of the 7th house, which is the justice card, where you find an open enemy, somebody who has to make you look like the shadow to their light, right? The 8th house takes us into Mercury territory of emotional bonds, and under the surface of our relationships, the power plays, the unspoken contracts, the deeper intimacies. So in short, in lay terms, after a relationship has ended, you'll know somebody was not your twin flame based on how they treat you after the relationship is over, right? Some people move on and they didn't make no bad words about you, right? They say no bad words about you. Now people can assume, let's say you have a platform like this, right? People can assume all day long. People, especially if they are hooking up with people who are like, oh, they talking about you? You know, people are they saying this? I saw them on social media. Are they talking about you? People will assume that all day long. That's an assumption. Unless you're mentioning someone's name, they can assume all day long. Those are the people that they're hooking up with. But so many people have things in common. I'm quite sure they weren't the only person you ever dated, right? Unless you only dated one person in your whole life, or was married to one person in your whole life, or had kids with one person in your whole life. I mean, who knows? Maybe they wanted to make themselves the center of your world. Who knows? I have no idea. But regardless, a karmic couple wanted to hurt you in some way and swap destinies with you, right? They wanted to be a star, right? They wanted to swap lives, right? Staying, connected to you you and someone by any means necessary, right? When they are a star in their own right, and they don't have to treat you like, they don't have to end your reputation and yours and someone else's reputations by their star shining bright. But you are high priestess and the empress. You are high priestess and empress, right? All while you're in hermit mode. When you go into hermit mode, you are in communion with your higher selves, right? So these two cards here are ruled by Mercury. And by the way, Mercury is pre-shadow retrograde right now. It officially goes retrograde November 9th, right? It'll go retrograde November 9th in Sagittarius. Sagittarius rules 9th house, right? So right now you're getting messages, right? So you really want to start your slowing down process now. Mercury is the communication planet, but it's also the knowledge and learning planet. So messages will be traveling to you in a lot of different ways. You want to pay attention to signs and synchronicities everywhere, okay? Right? So how messages go out. Remember your heart chakra, right? So people are trying to astral project into your energy, right? So the astral body typically spreads out about 1 foot off the body. It's related to the heart chakra. It represents our feelings of peace, love, connection to others, and will reveal how, if we have grief or a hardened heart, right? So that could also mean if you're dealing with, if you're dealing with energies who do things like, like earth magic. You could be dealing with people who use herbs, certain scents and smells when they're cooking, or, like different teas, or just herbs, right? Different herbs, right? Like ginger, dandelion, rosemary, different herbs, right? Different scents invoke certain different smells, right? Different days of the week, different colors, and then, or using moon magic, earth magic. Could be using astral projection, fire magic, those kind of things, right? So you want to pay attention to those things because you are an air sign. You are an air sign, and things come through the air. Obviously, the air that we breathe, right? So you don't have to turn on the air conditioner or go outside in the air. You could literally be in the home, your house, and somebody could be very close to you, like your next door neighbor, right? So if you live in an apartment building, a condo, or something like that, those type of energies, right? Could literally be a wall apart from you. So pay attention to all of those things, right? So be mindful of that as well, right? You've dealt with a master manipulator in the past. Like I said, you're dealing with a karmic couple, and somebody could be, under some kind of a sex spell. Who knows? Excuse me, who could be under some kind of a sex spell. And you are emotionally mature enough to know what someone could be dealing with or what they've dealt with in the past. So, but you're not moved by that. You're just aware, and I'm just educating you all, okay? So whether you're a man or woman, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. So if somebody wants to know who's in your life, and obviously if you, Aquarius, whether you're a man or woman, are attracting love in your life, and you have an ex, whoever your ex is. Doesn't matter if you have kids with them or not. Maybe someone with kids that you have kids with, maybe they want to be the center of your world. Maybe they assume that you're talking about them if you have a platform. Maybe it's not them that you're talking about. It could be somebody totally different. But if they want to put themselves in that position, whatever, right? And they're with someone, you would think that that person, something would click for them, that wow, this person really is putting them on the back burner. But that's not how sex magic works. Somebody's not thinking clearly that they're with a master manipulator. So none of it is your problem. None of it. None of it is your issue. None of it is your problem. So you, like I said, you're high priestess. You'll be getting downloads to your dreams, all kinds of messages. So pay attention. You've already gone through, you've already been initiated by Source, the creator. Okay. So you've already gone through dark nights, right? So you've already been enlightened. You've already been enlightened, right? Somebody wants, you have a twin flame, like I said, coming in business and or in love, right? So a lot of good things are coming your way. A lot of you're receiving, you're sending out a message. The good thing about the Lovers card here, and this is very powerful for you all, somebody, is the way you communicate. This is really powerful. The way that you communicate is, let me see if I can say this. Let me see. You're highly adaptable. You're highly, highly adaptable. Whoever you are, you're highly adaptable. It makes you very powerful because you're both the Empress and High Priestess energy. You're highly adaptable. So you want to keep your vibrations very high. I don't feel like I'm talking to whoever I'm talking to. I don't feel like I'm talking to somebody who is worried in the least bit. I feel like you are just aware of your surroundings and astral projection, right? The auric layers that you're around, you've made the connection already. You've already made the connection already. So I'm seeing the color, I'm seeing various colors here too, pink being one of them here. They've tried glamour magic, all sorts of things. None of that stuff is going to work for you. None of it is going to work, right? Try to disrupt your peace. Tried everything. So candle magic, tried everything. None of it is going to work for you. So one, I've already prayed over my collective community. So I've sent out prayers for you all. So you can back it up with your own if you like, right? So continue moving through your cards here. Someone from your past, whoever you were in a relationship with, really feels threatened by whoever your new person is. Whoever your new person is in love, they really feel threatened by that. If it's a love relationship or if it's a business relationship, they have done the absolute most to get you restricted in some way, shape, form, or fashion. So somebody may have had a really, really violent situation in the past where your ex may have tried to have you restricted, detained, arrested, some kind of craziness in the past. And this is what their person can't see. This is what their person may not even want to see, right? But nevertheless, like I said, you want nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with that. You know your worth, you know your value. You're not trying to be a part of anything they're a part of. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So this new person is not like that at all. They're actually a twin flame. They're not coming with drama, chaos, confusion, none of it. None of that. So, but whoever their person is, they'll see. They'll see. But that's not, like I said, that's not your battle. That's not your concern. So here we have the strength and the connection with you and your person is a mutual attraction and soul connection here. Devotion, love flows both ways. And here's affirmation for you that I created for this is I give and receive love in pure balance, right? So someone is just as attracted to you as you are to them, right? Just as attracted, right? And so you're going to see how restricted you may have been in the past. Fear or overthinking may block trust or vulnerability. And affirmation that I created for you is I release fear and step into freedom of love, into the freedom of love. There you go, right? You're going to see how restricted you may have been in the past because you may have allowed people to make you believe things prior to your heart chakra developing. Remember, your heart chakra starts to become developed at age 22 years old. So you may have heard it was okay for people to talk down to you, right? Or to make condescending remarks like that made you feel protected. Well, I'm just saying it to you like this because I love you. I'm just saying this because I'm saying it this way because I love you. Whoever, I don't know what people say to you. Who knows, right? But I do see your abundance and your prosperity growing. This is the Empress card. You are learning divine self-worth, softness, and receiving energy. I'm talking to men and women, obviously. You know, this, you see this world here, right? So I see your abundance and prosperity growing. And by the way, for all my collective community who is tuning in and watching, I hope this is your best year yet. And I hope that wherever you are, whoever's tuned in, that this is your most prosperous year. Whatever's going on in the economy and whatever, I hope that this is the year that you answer the call on your life, and that this is your most prosperous year, like your most abundant year yet. Whoever you are, I hope you receive that you are able to really, really stay focused. I mean, really stay focused. Do the mirror work. Do the mirror work. That you come into divine collaborations with people. That you get away from those energies from your past. This is what really makes you a star. So really, really makes you a star despite with people from your past. This is the real reason why some of your exes want to come back into your space so bad. Because despite what they did to you, you didn't wish anything but peace and harmony for them. When the relationship went south, you wished nothing but harmony for them, especially if there were kids involved, because you saw something from a higher frequency. Like, why would you want to see harm come to them when there's kids involved? Like, what? That wouldn't even make any sense. Why would you want to see harm come to them when kids are involved? That would be devastating for kids. Now you got a whole new thing that you got to carry on your back. So somebody is just now waking up to that. Just now waking up to that, right? Or even if you don't have kids with somebody, let's say for instance, you just see it as like, okay, that was the past. You once loved a person. Why would you want the worst for them? Why wouldn't you want to see them prosper and grow and meet their twin flame or find their person? Like you, whoever it is, whether you have kids with them or not, why wouldn't you say, okay, it didn't work out. All right, you want the best for a person. You find your person, they find their person. Just move on with your life. I'm sending lots of love and light to everybody, whoever you are. I hope this is your best year yet. I want everybody to answer the call on their lives and just, have a rebirth of explosion of wealth and prosperity. Right? Legally, of course, the legal way, right? Where it's harm to none. Harm to none. Right? Your spiritual guidance here is this. You're not rushing. This love path is sacred. Illumination comes through stillness. Affirmation for you that I created is, I follow love at the pace of my soul, right? And the outcome is this. 10 of Pentacles, long-term union, soul family energy, stability, and shared future. An affirmation for you is, I am building lasting love rooted in truth, peace, and destiny, right? So, it's a firm no for your past, people who decided to try to humiliate you in every way possible because the relationship was over. You worked really, really hard from the ground up, and some energies really wanted to humiliate you. So there's going to be a firm no. You've forgiven people a long time ago, but it's a firm no. They're on their path. Good for them, right? So let's see what we got going on here. So I'm really happy for you all. Like I said, I'm gonna put a more a different type of love reading on Patreon side, more mature love reading on the Patreon side, where I can show a different type, different set of cards. I can't really show them on this side because YouTube would be like, strike, strike. Yeah, but there's an obsession here. There was an obsession with ending you all. Remember, for my collective community, I send out I go into prayer and meditation, making decrees and declaration to cover and protect you all. I do intercede a lot on the behalf of my collective community, even for people who may have wished, who may have been tuned in to wish harm on my channel or for me. It doesn't really matter. I send all that negative energy back. I send it all back. Return to sender, immediate return to sender. I love and accept myself. This is your intention that you're setting. I love and accept myself. You can put the past behind you. Put a manhole cover over the past. It's over. It's over. It's over. Somebody's twin flame is here. You may have been really hurt by people in the past who wanted to see you hurt because they may have felt like you're hurt. You hurt them intentionally because you realized that wasn't your twin flame. You all are very innovative thinkers, very innovative, right? You should be entitled to move on when you realize, okay, something isn't working. Something is just out of alignment. You all are not speaking the same love language. You broke some kind of a generational cycle chain and curse. This 18 right here. 1 and 7 is 8. Then you see 8 again here. This is in the major arcana. This is the minor arcana here, right? Somebody could have seen people being talked to any kind of way, whether you're a man and saw somebody talk to your mom any kind of way. You could be a woman. You could have saw somebody talk to your dad any kind of way. Whatever it was for you, something just didn't sit well in your spirit. And so you wanted something different for yourself in love, whoever you are. You're highly intellectual. You all are incredibly smart sign. You are actually the smartest sign in the zodiac, but the emotional intelligence. Source had to help somebody with not only just with your EQ, right? With your EQ. So Source put a master manipulator in your path. Source had to put a master manipulator in your path. Somebody who likes to see you cry easily, and somebody who likes to see who can make you laugh easily, and who can make you cry easily. Somebody had to put that type of a spirit in your path, right? To really mature you, right? Emotionally. So first red flag, pray and meditate. All right. So back straight, walk away. Schedule a vacation. Throat chakra cleanse. You're protected by angels. So it's time to open your vault. Door. So let go and let God. Right? So take a leap of faith here. The spy is now turned on. Keep moving forward. Relax. So you have the gift of premonition. This is forewarning. Your bitter ex's lover wants you. That's going to be a no. One yes from God is all you need. She apologizes for betraying you. Get focused. And you're laser focused. Dance around your home as if no one is watching, right? Open your vault door. Much better lies ahead. You will remember you all are ruled by a karmic planet. So a lot of energies are receiving their karma. A lot of them are receiving their karma, and you did nothing. You never wished to harm on anybody. So even Source presented you with an opportunity to wish harm on people. I'm telling y'all, it came to you like astral projection. Basically, somebody was like, here's your opportunity. You can do something bad to this person. They did this to you. You can do something bad, right? That opportunity is presented to everybody. Some people take that opportunity and run with it. You said, nope. Karma can do a much better job than you can. Once you realize you're ruled by a karmic planet, you don't need to do anything. Because it's their energy coming back to them. That's why some people are apologizing now. And that's why some people cannot figure out for the life of them why your business hasn't gone under, why you're not somewhere suffering, why love keeps finding you despite things happening, why, people like to sit around and see you cry and sad and broken, and they sitting there clapping and cheering, planning, your burial. I mean, it's sad. Yeah, delusion. So intention without surrender can be a fast path to delusion. Yep. You're free. You don't need to have a ring of resentment. That blocks the good. Yeah. Some people will get half of a story. That's all they need. And they go right into fits of rage. You don't need to do all of that. Some people have taken impulsive action. They just knew that you were going to do something to harm them. So they decided they want to do it before they thought you were going to do something. And it turned right back around and ended them. So you are good enough. Yep, you are good enough. You are moving mountains and you didn't have to do a thing. It was their energy that came back and hit them, swung back like a cannonball. So you got love coming across your path. Like I said, some of you all are already in your relationship with your person, with your twin flame, and they're your soulmate. Like, so they like basically like the term goes, homie, lover, friend, like that kind of thing. They're like a good friend, like best friend, person you can laugh with, have a good time with, whatever, y'all know. That's like, so you can put the past behind you. You can put the past behind you. But yeah, some people, they put the cart before the horse. They heard, somebody, they went online, they broke every kind of physical and spiritual law they could possibly break. Heard about how cold Aquarius is, and Aquarius, don't get Aquarius mad, and they went into they did all of that, and somehow missed the point where you all are ruled by a karmic planet. Didn't know you, didn't want to know you, just wanted to take some kind of action to harm you in some way, shape, form, or fashion, harm you and somebody that you love. It ended up, karma swung back and hit them. So you're letting go and you're letting God. So let God do it. Let God deal with it. So like I said before, focus on your 6th house. Like I said before, you rule 11th house if something is already over. The moon is in Pisces, I believe, which is the last, it's the last sign in the wheel. Find out which your zodiac sign is in your 12th house. Find out which your zodiac sign is in your 12th house. This is where you close out the cycle. The cycle is already closed out because we're in the first quarter moon phase, overlapping full moon phase. Okay, it's overlapping the full moon phase, and we're about to, let me see, Mercury is pre-shadow retrograde, but it's going to be retrograde November 7th. So keep that in mind. Mercury is the messenger planet. So you're in receiving mode of downloads. You're in receiving mode of downloads, right? So you don't have to have a fiery ring of resentment. That's not you. This is not you. This is not you. So this is you here. You can dance around your home as if no one is watching. Continue to keep your frequency on a frequency of love. Again, I'm sending you all lots of love and light. And for those of you all who don't want romantic love to come across your path, remember, you got some kind of a partnership in business coming across your path, right? So that could mean people are cheering you on going back to school. It could be whatever it is, a job, something that you prayed for, okay? Something that you sent out to the universe. You sent out a message. It's signs all around you. Literally, there's signs all around you. So I'm going to keep, like I said, sending messages to you all to try to sending prayers to you all to try to just, sending good energy your way. Just sending good energy your way. Again, to book your readings, you can go to my website, queenammoonra.com. Congratulations to the people who won your oil. And this is on my Etsy store for those of you all who won. Congratulations. But anytime you want to, anytime I do any kind of giveaway, sometimes I'll put them on the community page. Don't forget to set don't forget to set your reminders to all so you don't miss anything. We're in Scorpio season right now, so I'll be doing a giveaway on Scorpio's videos. So y'all, if you've been with my channel, you know how my giveaways go. I started out doing like trivia questions. I mean, if you know, you know. Like, if you know, you know. I started out doing trivia questions, which was fun, like fun facts, like guess this, guess that. Like I posted my whole birth chart on there, you know, all of those things. So it's all love on this channel. It's all love. So free yourself. You don't have to be angry with stuff, with whatever, you know, like whatever. So this is what I have for you. Hopefully this is helpful. I'll see you all in the next video. This is your chakra card. Yeah, heart chakra. Happiness is a warm and utterly genuine smile. All right, that's what I have for you. Bye.